So unfortunately, we couldn't get audio from everybody, Cody. But I was out there on Twitter trolling some people for some statements, some rants, if you will. We got one here, and I'd like you to bring it up so I can actually read it properly. Can you do that? Thank you. So we got from the Bleacher Preacher from Twitter. He tweeted at TAS_podcast, just so you know. He said, "I'm sick of hearing about the process, Sixers fans." I lost my place. Hold on. I'm sick of hearing about the process, Sixers fans. The process so far is drafting players that either get hurt all the time or can't play or both. You may finally have fallen into a couple good players after years of busts. That's not a process. That is luck. Cody, you're the Philadelphia guy. Do you trust the process or trust the luck of the process?
As a marketing person, I hate the fact that trust the process became a thing.
Okay.
Because it was clearly a marketing cover-up
Sure.
for the excuse of we weren't trying. Like, we tanked so much, we kept getting these players. In fact, we didn't know how to draft those players, so
Right.
we had multiple positions, which is what makes it last longer. If you could have had, 3 years of being terrible and you got the right positions of players who were great, then it'd be
Then it's a
awesome. Like, if you
process.
had Embiid
Right.
and Simmons and they were healthy and Fultz who was healthy
Mhm.
and had one other player who could shoot who was healthy,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm with
then
you.
you'd have a team. But now you're like, oh, man, we wasted a whole year on the Duke kid we finally traded.
Right. Ja.
And, yeah.
Because he
And,
went by Ja.
yeah, Ja's great. Yeah, him and Rule hanging out.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I trust the process. I don't know. I trust the fact that the Sixers look like a better team.
Yes.
Now, they have crumbled in the fourth quarter a lot, so many times.
Well, they are a young team just learning to play together.
Yeah,
and they don't
and
truly
Embiid
have
not
a
being on
leader.
the floor all the time isn't good. I have no idea if that's real or us being, too cautious.
Who knows?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how Embiid is at, practicing.
Not a game. Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Practice.
The problem is we are talking about a game, and
Yeah.
he does miss the games.
Do you
And
think that's
Iverson,
his
shout
choice?
out, who made the games.
Do you think it's his choice, though?
I really don't know.
I have no idea how that works.
I don't either. He's a tall man. I'd be intimidated. I'd let him play.
But truth be told, we're talking about a team that's been terrible for a long time, and I agree with you. Like, if you look at other sports and other teams, like, for
Yeah.
instance, the Cubs had a process. They didn't put a brand to it. They just said, we don't care that we suck. We're going to get better. And everyone went, Theo Epstein, you're a brilliant man. So you didn't have Theo Epstein
No.
to rely on. You needed a
Most teams
marketing
didn't.
spin.
Yeah.
Right? And you got one. You got a
Yeah.
really good marketing spin.
Well,
I think this is actually a really
No, we-
interesting point.
sure. Except we got a spin that turned into next man up, which I couldn't hate more. On this team, we have a next man up mentality.
Yeah, I do hate that.
Oh, you're right. Other teams are like, season's over.
Yeah.
The starter is
You're
gone.
right. I suck.
How about next guy try really hard? Is that other team's mentality? No, it's the next guy. You just defined the rules of playing the game.
Right. If
Of,
you're a backup.
oh, hey,
Yeah.
your point forward went down.
When did you put a tie on?
I don't know, a few clips ago.
No
just
kidding.
To see if anybody would notice.
I
Yeah.
just noticed, so I doubt anyone else. Why are you sticking your nipple out?
Just one nipple?
You're
You assume you
covering
know
it.
where the other nipple
I'm
is?
just guessing. I'm pretty. We're not
He's
going to go into
guessing.
this.
He's not. What's the other Twitter one?
The other Twitter one, Cody, this is one I'm not sure exactly how we're going to approach, but we had a Twitter user who tweeted at TAS_podcast with her
Yep.
handle at mighty_LR, and her entire sports
What do you
rant,
think LR stands for?
left, right, long, long, left, right.
Left, right
I
again?
have no
Is that
idea.
Awesome?
What
Okay,
did you think?
cool. Loud rejection.
Is that how you feel about most women?
No, I think women generally are pretty obnoxious in how they reject men. I'm not saying we're any better, but it's
No.
probably the appropriate response. Still,
Her
that's what I thought.
entire sports rant was one line. It says, "Why is Georgetown even a school anymore? It sucks." Cody,
It's one of the best rants I think we've gotten.
it's
That wasn't that emotional. It wasn't while walking home. She knew she had to walk home from the manufacturing plant
Yeah,
that day,
she didn't
and that
call
she
in.
was near a police area, and she decided to just tweet it instead, which is fine. Interested in your voice if you have the right inflection to sell that home. But you know what? She's right, because why is Georgetown still a school?
I guess that's a good point. I have no reason.
Right?
Does the Big East really exist anymore?
No, it is completely gone.
Yeah.
And I don't know, how long can George be a town? You ever gonna move up to being
George
a city?
City?
Yeah.
Is that what's in between
Move
though?
up to a
Does
city?
it go from
I
town
don't
to
know.
city?
Lancaster reminds everybody every second that they're a city, which is proof
That's
you're
weird.
not a city, right?
10,000
That's like
people,
being like,
yeah.
I'm cool. hey, Steve, I'm really cool. You're like, oh, why did you tell me that?
Because I needed to tell you I was cool.
That was me telling you that I was cool.
No, I'm telling you
tell me that you're
I'm
cool?
cool.
So neither of us are cool isn't helping our matters at all.
Sorry, Miss Mighty. We actually aren't.
Miss Mighty?
Well,
you don't know.
it could be a
Could be a
Mrs.
Mrs.,
It could be a Mrs.
Ms.
No one's really a Ms.
Sure.
No,
you never know.
Ms is only when they
Dude,
don't want
dudes
you
are
to
dying
know.
on the street, left and right. You don't know.
Is
She
that-
could be a Ms.
Is that what Ms is? I thought it was just like people who didn't want you to know.
There's two things. It's one, if the dude died,
Okay.
so she went from Mrs. to
Ms.
Ms.
Okay.
Or when you're old enough that you should be married,
Right, you
but
put
we're
the
not
Ms.
sure,
Yeah.
so we say Ms.
When's it appropriate to start addressing Christmas cards with Ms? To your friends, for instance.
Addressing Christmas cards.
Like, I got some friends who are like 31, 35.
do you know
They're
their names?
single. Yeah.
I would just say, "What up, Carly?"
Okay, cool.
I would never be like, "What up, Ms. Carly?"
All right. Yeah, I got you.
See, Carly protected your last name. You're welcome.